This video is a follow-up to the last one, so if you haven't seen that, just pop back, watch that one, and then this one will make more sense. Good morning everyone. It's a lovely cool morning here today, which is a really nice change. I just revel in it when I can. I just want to pop on today and tell you where I'm at after my last video. I'm one of those people that loves to talk things out. I either need to get things out verbally or write them out. Then it stops the brain spinning and just going backwards and forwards with the same old answers all the time, when actually an interruption to that process is what you need. And you lovely ladies are so supportive and kind and offer me such beautiful messages and words of support and suggestion. And therefore, it helps me to figure out what I need to do or not. I hope you really understand just how much I appreciate you, and I think you might, because I have said it quite a number of times, and I probably will continue to say that while ever I'm on here. So that's the first part of this video. I'm just going to discuss how I'm now feeling and thinking. On the second half of the video, I want to just explain a little bit of what goes on behind the scenes with YouTube and scammers. I just want you to know this information so that you won't get scammed, because I'll tell you what, they make it look pretty well legit. So I'm popping it at the end because some of you won't be interested in that. After this video, my only job for today is to just rest. I had a massage yesterday, and the massage always helps me reset. It undoes all that tight muscle and fascia tissue, which I really need to talk about sometime, because I think some of you also suffer from the same things. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to pop this video up, and I'm also going to sit back and go through and read every comment that you all sent. I haven't read them yet, but the top part of them does come through on my phone as a notification, so I get the gist of what you're saying. This time I won't be replying with lots of words like I normally do, because I just want to save my arm for today and just rest. So please know that when I do a thumbs up, a heart and some little emojis, I'm still as thankful as I always am. Now, a big part of my mini meltdown was because I'd pushed myself too far, and then it had me thinking, what can I do to reduce my workload? I needed to go down the track and investigate the option of outsourcing my editing work to somebody else. Now, I needed to find out just how much people charge for that. So I got onto a lady who I really know, like and love, and she's doing a bit of editing on the side. Her rate is 100 British pounds, which is about $195 in Australian currency. So that doesn't sound too bad for editing, because I'm sure that all the professional editors would charge so much more than that. But when you multiply it by the amount of videos that I put out, that changes everything. So say I do 2 videos a week, that makes 8 a month, and that makes the fee $1,600. Now, I only earn between $200 and $400 a month. So that's just not going to work, is it? It's not an option right now. Now, there is one other way to increase income on YouTube channels, and that is to offer memberships. Of course, I've looked at it and thought about it, should I not? But I always come back very quickly to the no, I should not. Not only because it would be extra work for me, because if I ran a membership, I would want to have things, special things to offer, because I'm not up for charging money for not very much. However, in saying that, I don't want people to miss out on my videos, on projects and things that we might do just because they can't afford to pay. Now, I know, they're only $3 or $4, but to me it's the principle, and I'm not happy with that idea at all. Not at all. If I was joining YouTube to become a big business, and like I said, if I had a team of people to help me and if that's how I wanted to be, yes, I probably would do memberships then. But I'm not big business. I am intimate and personal, and what do I say? I'm all about togetherness. I'm not here to create a business. Yes, I would like to create an income because, yes, I would like to get an editor one day so that I can do more and be more rested. But no, the Patreon thing is not for me, even though it's a good idea. And I see other channels, their Patreon list is huge. And I think, oh, that's really great. That's great for them. It's just not something I'm going to do. What I'm going to have to do is be more responsible for my own health and have massages regularly. Because they help me so much and they reset me, I need to start having them before I hit the wall and fall in a heap. So that's something I need to focus on. That way, maybe I can continue on with editing and it won't be quite so painful as it has become. After debriefing with you, it's now become clear that watching hours and hours of the gurus and the experts does nothing much except muddy my thoughts, because they're always pushing things that you need to change so that you're better. Things you can change so you can get more subscribers, things you can change so you can earn more money. And of course you think, I'll watch that, I'll be guided by that and see how things go. But in actual fact, what I think it does is confuse me more than anything. Now, the gurus have their place. They are a very wonderful resource, especially in the first year of YouTube when you need to know certain technical things that don't come easily to me being a 60-year-old. They might do for younger people who've grown up with computers. But I had to do a lot of researching and use their guidance to get through quite a number of things within that first year. Not so much in the second year because I'm all set up now and just going on a roll. Thumbnails seems to be the major thing that they push. All their videos on you need to change your thumbnails. You need to change your hook. You need to package things better. Well, you know what? They have me just sitting wondering what it is I'm meant to be doing. So I ask you all, and you're all happy with my thumbnails. I'm happy with it too because it's just me and that's just how I'm happy for it to be. So I'm not going to change my thumbnails. There are a lot of cartoon-like thumbnails out now and I don't like those. I want you to see the real me and the real crochet, the real yarn, everything. I just want it to be real. That's just the way I am. You will also find I get emails from people who are asking for my business, and those are to make thumbnails for me. And a few of them have done some demos and showed me what their work is like, and it's not what I want. And then when I asked how much they would charge, one of them said $15. And I thought, well, no, honestly, thumbnails are the least of my problems because they don't take me long at all. And I said I'd rather put that money towards other things. So the feedback that you do give me is priceless and very validating, which is something that I need. You might say, why do I need it? And I come back to this factor that the YouTube world can be a little lonely world. This is separate to you and I. That isn't lonely. But running a YouTube channel itself is lonely because you're floundering. You're trying a bit of this, you're trying a bit of that. And in actual fact, you know what? I think I should just stop watching all of it and just keep doing. Just do. Because I've seen channels that have the most plain and basic thumbnails that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So why do I need to stress about trying to make the best amazing thumbnail possible? All I want it to do is show you what this video is about visually and in words. And I think I've got that covered. One of our lovely friends of the channel named Carolyn sent me an email of a list of the YouTube channels that she follows. Now this list named the channel and named how many subscribers they have and how long they've been going at it. Hit me in the face like a brick. It was very obvious to me that all of these people had gotten to where they are because they've been on YouTube for at least 5 years. So YouTube doesn't care that I've got health problems. I have to go through all that is thrown at me to achieve a similar thing to what they do. As Mr. Gumnuts always says, there is no such thing as a free lunch, Jill. And there's not. You have to go through the process to get where you will eventually be. But I am enjoying it along the way. Please know that. I'm not unhappy at all. I was just exhausted and I just had so much pain. I just couldn't keep going. Now, this happens on a regular occurrence for me, doesn't it? It's a cycle. Let's try and break this cycle by getting more massages. I hope you don't misunderstand me and take my verbalizing as whinging and complaining. It's not, it's debriefing. Because you know what? You guys are a big part of my life and I love spending every day alongside of you here. And in being a big part of my life, I feel like I can talk to you because then you talk back to me and then we solve problems together. That's just the way it is on here, for me anyway. I'm one of those people who likes to get to the nitty-gritty of an issue. And if I can do that with some help, that's just a wonderful thing. So in a nutshell, what I really need to do is stop watching all those videos, stop consuming conflicting information, and just keep on doing what we're doing and enjoying it. I think that's the only way. When you are a relatively new channel to YouTube, you feel like you should be doing this and should be doing that. But now, at nearly 2 years, and after what we've spoken about recently, I've come to decide that you don't really have to. Other than the obvious things that have to be done and you can't get around because that's just the technical side of the platform. The rest of it can be done your way. So I figure if I stick with that, I'm being true to myself, I'm being true to all of you, and I'm not being untrue. There's been nothing that's been an untruth at all, but I've just been trying to do what appears to be the right thing according to the gurus. So I think I can just step aside and just focus on us and our crochet. Now, I really want to tell those of you who are interested about the things that go on in your email list once you've been on YouTube for a little while. First year was pretty quiet. I did have an affiliate sponsorship offer with crochet.com, but I wasn't clever enough to manage the middleman company that does all the work for the affiliate sponsor. So the little bit of money that you earn if someone uses your link to purchase yarn, okay, you get a small amount of commission, and the yarn company has another company that organises all that for them. It was just way too much for me to understand. I filled out what I thought I could fill out. It was just all too much. So I said to myself, it's not worth the brain damage or the stress. So that one, I let that one go. And then year 2, things really start to ramp up. You start getting a lot of offers from people who want you to do product reviews for them. Now, they don't pay you in money, they pay you in giving you the product. That's all well and good. I'll do products which I think can relate quite nicely to me or the channel. You will get some really odd looking emails, the way they're written and the actual product themselves. It's like, I feel like saying, did you look at my channel? Do you really think that I would want to advertise that for you? So, you just let those go. Then what happens? You start getting people offering to do your thumbnails for you. I've had quite a number of them. 2 of them have done some demo thumbnails for me. And yes, the first one was one of those really busy ones that had me cut out and, things all around the place. Too much. That was like all the ones that are out there now. I don't like them. Then the second person did 2, which looked really quite gorgeous, but they were cartoonized. That's a word I just made up. Anyway, I don't like that. I don't want that. Okay, so everybody stop offering to do my thumbnails for me, because you know what? I'm going to be strong and I'm going to keep going with my own. Then what you'll get is scammers. Now, these scammers want money out of you. There's 2 types that I've had. One of them is saying that I have used their music in my video and I have breached copyright laws and they're going to take the matter further, yada, yada, yada. And I say to them, can you please tell me which song this is? Because you know what? If CapCut has got it up to be used, as far as I'm concerned, it's A-OK. And the thing is, they can never tell me what song it is. And they keep carrying on about the fact that it's their music, it's their beats, and they're going to take this further. So I just block them and keep moving on. Yesterday's one had sent me an email back saying that I need to tap on this link to allow them to get into my channel and remove the music or the video. So there you go. There's a massive red flag. They're trying to get into your channel and who knows what. On Instagram some years ago, people were getting into their channels and were holding the channel hostage. They were asking for money. And if they didn't get paid, they stripped that channel and you could see it happening in front of your eyes. So if someone approaches you saying that you're using their music and you owe them money or whatever it may be, ignore them. CapCut's got that music there for a reason. We are not going to get sued or anything like that for using that music. Then there is another type of scammer. Now, 2 of them have set up their emails to make it look like they work for vidIQ. Now, you've probably seen vidIQ. It's a massive company on YouTube teaching everyone about YouTube. And their promise is always that they will help you improve your channel to get more subscribers, to get more money. They dangle that money thing in front of you. So you look at it and you think something's not quite right. Often it is spelling mistakes. Often it's just the way they're talking. I did a lot of research when they started. The second of the 2 that I had gone so far as to copy pictures to put at the bottom of the email address so it looked exactly like one from vidIQ. They even had links. Now, the link to Facebook didn't work, but the link they'd set up to Instagram did work. So I was thinking, is this real or not? Then if you tap on their email, you will see what comes up is their real name. And it's not the name that they've got written at the bottom of the email. So I found my way to contact vidIQ to let them know what was happening. These scammers were finding me in the comments section under vidIQ emails. So they would come to me with my query that I had in my comments. Let me tell you some of the red flags to look out for. Number 1 is apparently the big companies don't ever use a Gmail account for their emails. It's always their business name, so it's at businessname.com. The second red flag is these people are offering one-on-one coaching. vidIQ doesn't offer one-on-one as such. They do everything through what's called a dashboard. So you'll do payment and you'll do your communication through their own dashboard. This scammer had wanted me to pay into their bank account directly. Now, see, I knew what was going on. I was just pushing him further and further so I could see just what they do. Now, the silly thing is when he gives me the bank account details, it's got his real name on it. So, Jediah, you are not Ben. Another red flag is discussing the cost or the fee. When I said, how much do you charge? And he told me 350 American dollars, whatever that is, worked out to be 500 Australian dollars. I said, no, that's too expensive. So he came back at me with a reduced offer. Now, these companies will never, ever negotiate a price with you. This fellow had said that he really wanted to help me and he was going out of his way, doing something that they don't normally do, by getting someone who's highly expertised to help me with my channel. So there's the other thing that vidIQ doesn't do. They don't do a one-off. They won't do a one-off channel review. You sign up with them and it's usually an ongoing monthly payment for services. So if you ever get an offer from a supposed company that is well known on the YouTube streets, just be careful, because just know that those companies aren't going to come and approach you. You go to them and you join up with their courses or their subscriptions or whatever it is. They're not going to come to you individually and say, I would like to help you grow your channel. So there's all sorts of manner of scammers out there trying to get information out of you, trying to get into the back workings of your channel, and probably going to try and hostage your channel for money. Who knows? But they'll try anything, won't they? So that's just one aspect of YouTube that I wanted to make you aware of, just in case it ever happens to you, because I don't want something like that to happen. That wouldn't be very nice at all. It's not all doom and gloom in your emails. There is actually a lot of lovely interactions with your subscribers, and there are some really genuine people who are offering products for you to use and review. One of them is ReadYourHeart. That's where I got my rings from. The other one is the Strucket. That is that bucket and strainer cleaning system. And I have another one to show you soon. So there are lots of genuine people out there. I just happen to be talking about the smaller minority of more negative aspects just at the moment. I just want you to be aware so you don't get stung, that's all. Okay, Big Jill's over and out for now. I'm going to grab a cup of tea, read all your messages and reply to you with emojis, and just know that those emojis send out lots of love and care and thanks as well. Thanks again, everyone, to all that you do and contribute to our channel. It is our channel. As much as it's mine, it's yours as well. And you can tell that by our community feed. I bang on about this all the time, but I love that community feed. I love that we have that option. Have you seen it lately? There's so many beautiful projects that people are doing and sharing with us, and I really love that. So keep up the sharing on the community feed. It's just a lovely place for everyone to go to look out for inspiration and to cheer you along in your crochet journey. All right, everyone, I'll head off and I'll see you again really soon. Bye for now. Bye.